Hello, hello. How's everybody doing? I thought I'd come on and see what's going on. I have Trixie who said she's going to join me. There she is. Would you like to come up? Look at the background. Isn't that beautiful to look at? I could look at that all day. Actually, it says Frosty After Dark, but I'm using it on Frosty TV. Pretty cool, eh? I could drop you the link. We could come up and talk. How's that sound, Trixie? Actually, I'll drop the link for a few people, depending on who's in chat. It is beautiful. It is beautiful. I just love the purple and the green. And so apparently you can put small videos on a loop. So I'm learning. So this is me trying out different things. Yeah, just different things. It's I'd like to say it's a forest in Canada, but I have no idea. I got it somewhere and oh, what are you cooking? That's no problem. I just wanted to see how everybody's Saturday was. For those that know me personally, I am now at home for a few days taking care of my son. And so I made homemade soup, and apparently it's delicious, my daughter says, so that's good. And everybody is out and about. Ooh, baked spaghetti. I'm totally into that. I've actually never made, have I made baked spaghetti before? I don't know. I originally had plans to go out today, at a nice date, and with lunch. And well, that's not happening now. For those that know me, know why. I'm not going to say on here why, but for those that know me, know why. So I'm just gonna just relaxing here. And I did all the housework and the cooking and the cleaning and the everything. And now it's time to just chit chat and see how everybody is. And I titled this Where Are You At? Because I didn't put it in yet. I can put the link in. I'm going to put the link um, in your Discord. Okay? Because I don't like creepy people coming up in my back room. So it's a beautiful day here in Canada. Exactly. I keep it private. And yeah, I had a train of thought, now it's gone. So that's okay. But I'm really yeah, I really enjoy that picture. So a lot of my streams now, if I'm talking, because I just reactivated StreamYard, I can put that on a loop, and then you guys can look at something really beautiful and then just listen to my voice. So I've got a bunch of them. I've got candles, I've got ocean. A lot of my ocean, though, has like sound effects with it, though. So I have to remove the sound effects because it's quite loud. And because this doesn't have sound, it didn't mute me because sometimes you play a clip and it automatically mutes you. So there that is. And I'm looking forward to Trixie coming up here because we've been on different schedules. So she's been on nights and I'm on days. And so we never seem to cross paths. So I was so excited when she let me know she was awake so that we could chat because a lot has happened in the last few days. And it's always great to catch up with friends. So while we're waiting for Trixie, oh, something's going on here. I ended up watching Moana again this morning, and I guess I guess I fell asleep the first time we watched it because I didn't remember the movie. I didn't remember the movie at all. Trixie's trying to come up, and she's having technical difficulties, I guess. Moana was a great movie. I'm glad I watched it again because I thought I'd seen it. But a lot of times when I'm watching movies with the kids, I'll snuggle up and then just kind of close my eyes a little bit and just listen. And sometimes, yeah, you actually don't see the movie and you fall asleep. So that's usual. The summer is half over. Oh, I really didn't even want to say that. But it is. And all the school items are in. We actually had Halloween stuff a week or two ago. So I painted some Halloween stuff last week because my daughter wanted to do crafts, and that's what we did. And it was a lot of fun, actually. So I think this year I'm really going to. Hold on, here she is. Hey there.
Hey,
Hey, sunshine. So we can put our little thing on the screen, or we do that? Hold on. I'm trying to shift the layer. I don't think I can when I'm playing the video.
are you playing a video right now?
I am. I'm playing the video.
Of the trees and the.
Yeah.
It's beautiful. I
It
love
is,
that.
isn't it?
Yeah, it's
Yeah, I was trying
awesome.
to find some music to it or I was gonna do a meditative piece to it. I just haven't gotten around to it yet, and I thought, I don't wanna look at just a blank screen or the dog. Actually, Sean had the dog up, so I thought, "Well, let's just, put this up instead." Then I don't think I can replace like, I'm pressing all these buttons, but it's not working, so I'm not sure.
StreamYard definitely makes things a lot more easier.
Doesn't it? Yeah.
Yeah. I didn't realize how bad it's needed because when you go live on YouTube itself, it's like you can't turn off your camera and
Nope. It's pretty
people can't
raw.
come out.
Yep,
Yeah.
that's right.
So I'm glad for StreamYard and stuff like that. Now I've never tried Restream, but I've heard it's okay too.
Yeah, I think a couple of providers I've watched before have Restream, and I don't know what's better. I've always used StreamYard, and so I just really enjoy it. It's easy. I know what I'm doing, and yeah, it's pretty.
Because you and Sean went live together too, right?
That's right. Yeah, I was always the one that did all the technical stuff, so I was always backstage, um, off screen, in the studio, doing things. So if things need to be moved on the screen or things need to be added, then I would do it all. So that's how I
Right.
got really. Now I'm yawning again. Oh my goodness. That's how I got really good at all of this stuff was because I learned, right? You learn through
Right.
trial and error, and that's how I was able to help others be successful with theirs. So,
Yeah.
yeah. So what happened last night with Six? I fell asleep, of course.
I did too. That's
Oh
why
my
I was
gosh.
kind of hoping Buckeye Mama was in here because I know that
Buckeye.
she had it set to catch Ziggy on cracking cases, but then she
Right.
changed it at the last minute. And I haven't been able to go back and watch it yet, but I will be.
Okay.
So I'm
So
kind of curious to see what's being what happened all last night. I
yeah,
know that,
I literally was out like a light.
right?
I fell asleep with my phone in my I'm just like, I'm done, guys. I can't.
Well, I didn't have to work, so I was like, I'm just gonna lay down for 5 minutes.
Yeah,
I
that's right.
was done.
Yeah, then you're out. Yeah, then you're out like the night, right? And that's
Yep,
what
I
happened
was
to me.
done.
And I got up at like midnight and I got up at 5 and then I think I slept until 9. It was glorious, but I said, "You know what? Forget it. I'm well, I'd been up so early every week, right? Getting up at
Right.
5 is, for people that know me, um, I'm not a morning person.
Me
So
either.
me getting up at 5 a.m. and actually being alive and awake and, driving somewhere, took a lot out of me. But the good news is that he's on
He's on
afternoons.
second.
He's
Yeah.
on afternoons for the next 2 weeks, so I get to sleep in a bit and that'll be easier for me. So he felt
And
really
he's
guilty.
feeling better.
Yeah, he is.
Good.
Yeah, he got some homemade soup and he's just taking it easy. And obviously
Awesome.
I'm just gonna hang all weekend and yeah, just go from there. Right?
Right.
That's all you can do.
I was so bored. I'm so glad that you came live
Oh,
because
I'm so glad. Thank you.
there was nobody really on, and I was like, "What am I gonna do? Should I go live?" And I didn't want to go live until tonight,
Right.
but
Well, I guess I'm just like the runner up, right? What is that called? The opening act?
yeah,
I'm
the
the opening
opening.
act and then you'll come on later and
Oh my.
that'll be fantastic.
I
Um,
know, but I mean, I hate it. I don't know about you, but I hate it. I hate going live. Only because, like, I never had the, passion for it. But
right.
we need so many more creators, new creators, good creators. So
Well, and
I figured,
you always have so many interesting things to say and you're so knowledgeable, right?
yeah,
You are.
it's not always a good thing, though.
Well, I mean, sure, you got
Considering.
to temper yourself, but overall, I think that um yeah,
Been around.
you add well, I wouldn't say that. You add a lot to the table. You add a lot to the table. You have a lot of value, right? I
Right.
s- so let's talk about why don't we just talk about the YouTube streets, okay? But generally, we won't be saying, just generally.
Okay.
So, let's talk about the lab for a minute. So, what do we think about the lab posting that he is thinking of a change? Now,
He's
I'll tell you from my point of view, okay?
mhm.
And just give me a second here. I have
Okay.
to. Oh my gosh, I can't believe. Um, all right, you see that?
Mhm.
So, Josh has been around for a long time. He had 2 channels. Um, I think he came from the podcasting world, and he then moved to true crime, I guess. I mean, I don't know what happened to his first channel. I don't remember, but his second channel, he broke 10,000 like a month ago, and now he's at almost 14,000 followers. He's monetized and he has merchandise and he puts
Mhm.
out very consistent content every
Yeah.
week, right? He draws a 500 to 1,000 person crowd with super chats and the like, right? So, do you
And
think that he's just looking for a different outlet to express himself because he's quite creative?
see, I'm not sure what was said on
Hmm.
the post that was made. I was under the impression that he was thinking of leaving YouTube.
But why would he leave YouTube if he's being so successful?
I know that would be a travesty, honestly, because
Isn't it strange though? But I mean, it's
yeah, he has
confusing.
so many like members too.
He's
Of
got a
of
lot of
yeah,
members.
there's a lot of lab rats out there.
Yep, that's right. Okay, so let me just read this because it's just fascinating. I want to
Okay.
thank everybody who supported me and the channel here on YouTube. I've got about a few more shows planned through the end of August. Then I have a very tough decision to make. You have all been an amazing part of this journey. Don't bail on me yet. Oh, I
Oh,
oh, I have a few more shows. I've got a few more shows planned. I won't leave without saying goodbye. Let's go into August strong and finish strong. Thank you. That's like a mixed message.
very. I'm confused. Does it mean that he's leaving to go to a different platform?
I don't know. I mean, there are a lot of people would be really upset. I mean, you know, you know, he's basically been endorsed by Chris McDonough, right?
Right.
And that he's done a lot of interviews with Dawn Wells, Candace Wells, Mary, a lot of people. You know, they go to Josh for content, right? To share their story. So I mean, he's got 13.3K subscribers. And when I was in his chat the other day, gosh, and I just randomly counted, right? Because I like to do that. I'm like, oh, I wonder how many members they have. He had several hundred. Like,
Yeah.
so I mean, he
I
seems
was,
to have a passion for it, right?
yeah. I mean, he's good at it. He definitely
Mhm.
can win over a crowd. It's just, um, that is so misleading. I don't know what to think.
Yeah.
I can't imagine though. I mean, if you think about it though, I can't imagine he's leaving YouTube and being done
Right.
with, you know what I mean, just stopping altogether because he does have so many members and he does have such a big following.
Right.
I'm
I mean,
thinking that he
he put
is
in the
leaving.
time. I mean, all
Oh
that
yeah.
time and effort to write all of those. I mean, every live he's looking down, reading what he, wrote. And,
Yeah.
I mean, every episode maybe it's just because it takes too much for him. Because every episode he doesn't just go off the cuff. He prepares, right? He has it
Right.
all written down and that's what he goes off of, right?
Yeah.
So,
Well, look at what he did for Summer. That live that he wrote her that letter that
yeah,
was touching. You
that
know,
was so beautiful.
it was.
Yeah, I mean, and that really won people over,
Yeah.
to Josh, right?
Yeah. He said the things that we all want to say. You know, like,
Yeah,
and coming from him, that took a lot of heart. You know.
it really did. It really just shows the kind of person he is.
Yeah.
So,
I
we're gonna
really
have
hope he's not leaving, but
I know, and he's really been helpful to a lot of other creators too, right? They kind of all
well,
look up to him, don't they?
yeah. Well, that's why I went to him. Well, Purple went to him for Brandy for me
Right.
because
Because
I
he has
knew that he's
integrity,
trustworthy.
right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
and I knew he wouldn't hurt her, and I knew he would protect her and help
Right.
her, and he
Yeah.
did
I mean, that's
amazing.
what you
So,
feel, right?
right.
Yeah.
I'm just hoping that it's not the end of the road for him, and I hope that if he is leaving, it's to do better, to
Do you
be
think because he's
bigger.
such a good writer that he's like moving on to film and television? Because I know sometimes people do that, right? He's in California, maybe he's in LA. I don't know where he lives, right? But I know he's in California. Um, my girlfriend when she left Canada to pursue a career in film and television, she moved to Los Angeles. And eventually she did really well. And it took many years, but she did it. And yeah, um, I mean, I guess she acted in some bit parts, and now she writes for some shows, I guess. But the point is maybe that's what he's doing because he's such a good storyteller, right? Like, where does he come up with the words for that, right? Like, it's just some people have it, right? And some people
Right.
don't.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
I
So,
don't
I
know. He
mean,
has so many people, like so many creators that are negative and doing things that,
right.
well, the positive ones we kind of really need to hold on to,
I
you know?
know. I know. Well, well, maybe people will tell him how they feel because, um, what he's put out so far, um, the integrity, I think
The
he really
time.
just, yeah, it looks like he's really, really caring about the people in the cases, right? So hopefully that'll continue because then I don't want to say what other creators are left, but
Mm,
he's also
no
not in
kidding.
drama at all, right?
Right. That's the best thing about him, right? Is
I
we
know.
don't have to worry about that kind of bullshit.
Right.
He's a straight shooter. And
Exactly.
I hope that if he is leaving, it's for bigger and better for him.
Right.
Yeah.
He's really touched the community in so many ways.
Yeah.
For sure. For sure. Well, but everybody has their own path, right?
Yeah, they have to follow what's best for them. I get that. Yeah.
Right.
And he does put the time in, and he
He
works
does.
hard at it. So going bigger and better would be awesome for him.
Yeah.
I mean, we want that for him, don't we? We want
Oh,
more.
100%. Well, it's obvious he's put in the time. He's put in all the writing, the editing, the storyline. I mean, um, I'm a writer, but I'm not a creative writer, but I'm more of a I'll take your script and make it better kind of writer. You know, we all know that
Right.
I've written for different people on the YouTube streets on their community pages sometimes, right? Hey
Right.
Brenda, welcome in. It
Hey,
is sad to
Brenda.
it is sad to hear and it's confusing because
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, I guess that's why I titled it Where You At because it's like he has a few shows planned and let's end August with a bang. Maybe it's marketing? I don't want to say it like that cuz he's never
Well, Brenda, that's actually another point I was going to bring up
Yeah,
is
you're right, Brenda.
when he was doing a lot of questionable things, Josh broke away,
That's
right?
right.
And he
Yeah.
didn't support that any further. So that's kind of why we admire him too. Is like, he kind of did what, you know, people should do.
Oh, that's lovely. I didn't know that, Brenda, but of course, you know, you we know there are people in chat, but if the names aren't there, then we
Yeah, we
don't
won't.
we can't see, right? So,
Welcome
but
to chat, Brenda. We're
yeah,
glad that
welcome.
you
You're always
did.
welcome, and thanks for listening. And yeah,
Yeah.
you're right. It was last year that he left No Thanks Guy, and he did a big video on it after the whole kind of situation,
Debacle.
yeah, with
Yeah.
Ziggy. It does his integrity does show through, so it's very excuse me, it's very, disheartening because he was starting to build and build bigger, right?
And
I
he's
mean, and
doing
Chris
amazing.
McDonough had just gotten to over 100,000.
Yeah.
He's been visiting Josh's page a lot, wanting Josh to get bigger, to be like another creator. I don't wanna say like Ikmel or like some of these other creators or like the lady that you were talking about last night. What was her name again?
The lady.
Remember we said that there was a lady that you watched all the time. She was a
Oh, Emily D. Baker. Love her.
yeah, I mean,
Yeah, she's
I don't
amazing.
know
She's
how many
almost to 500,000. I'm
oh my
proud of
gosh,
her.
yeah.
Yeah, she's
But
awesome.
again, well-versed, well-written, put out good content. That's what it's all about, right?
Right. And she's like Josh. She has it scripted. She has everything prepared beforehand.
Right,
She, buys all the documents that are needed,
right.
to
Does
cover
the
these big
research.
high profile cases. Yeah, you have to pay for documents.
Yeah, that's
And she
right.
does that all out of her own pocket. So yeah,
Yeah.
like that's yeah, I really hope that it's not the end of the road for him, that he is going on to bigger and better, but hopefully we can go along with him
Yeah,
wherever
that's
it is.
right. That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, because if he's doing a stream that, you're just gonna get the straight goods, right? And
Right.
yeah. I mean, and yeah, I don't know. It's just it seems like it's out of nowhere though, right?
Yeah, it was. It was kind of shocking. And not only that, but I know that Chris McDonough has been, getting a lot of heat lately too. People have been, you
Oh,
know,
really?
yeah, people have been like saying
Oh.
stuff about him, and I don't understand why people can say that because if it wasn't for Chris McDonough, we wouldn't have everything we have,
No,
right?
all those interviews, all that, you
Yeah,
know,
he even got her to let him in the house. Like,
yeah, that's true.
I don't think anybody else would have been able to do that. Right. I agree, Brenda.
And you know what? It's funny though, because I did see something about cracking cases and that they'd written that something about, I guess Chris McDonough had sent some information to the FBI, but then cracking cases alleged that that email wasn't valid,
The
I
right
guess.
one. Yeah.
Maybe it was a typo, I don't know, but um, that is disheartening though. Oh,
Yeah.
he has a sword past. Yeah, see, I don't know much about Chris McDonough. I know that he did the Mary interviews and things like that, but
Yeah. Well,
I
he did work with that other missing woman,
Maya Malete.
Malete.
Yeah,
Maya Malete,
Maya
yeah.
Malete's family. Yeah, he
He
put
did
their
awesome with
story out.
them.
Yep,
Yeah.
he put their story out quite a bit.
And Brandy. He's done a lot for
Yeah, you're
Brandy.
right.
You
He did
know?
he did a very big interview with Brandy too.
Not a typo with Cam.
Oh, it wasn't a typo? Oh, okay. Yeah, and I don't
I
really
agree, Brenda. Research, research, research.
yeah,
Yes.
well,
Do
that's
your own
right.
research.
You got
Yes.
to. You can't just take other people's stuff or word for it, right?
Not on YouTube.
I mean,
No,
a
you
lot of people
can't.
just I don't know, it just seems like somebody has like a narrative and goes with it and then everybody follows the same path, but you really have to I mean, if you are I mean, if you're watching something and you're commentating on it, that's one thing, but if you're providing news about it, like an investigative journalist, then and I know they say, well, YouTube is just for, entertainment purposes, but if they're bringing like breaking news, blah, 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 then they should be backing up what they're saying with like facts and with,
Right.
have their I's dotted and T's crossed, or else everybody's just talking out of their you know what's, and that's not right.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I
Yeah.
didn't know that he had to leave. I thought he retired from law enforcement. He said he retired after 25 years at the
Yeah.
the I don't remember.
I didn't know he was forced to leave.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh.
I guess.
Huh. Again, very interesting, right? Like you don't know
Yeah.
what you don't know.
Well, to be honest, I mean, logically thinking, we can be anything we want to when we're on here, you
Yeah,
know?
that's
You
true.
never know who you're dealing with at
No,
all.
that's true. That's true. Right? And you only know what people present.
Right.
You only know what people present. But I mean, even Josh said it, you've got your YouTube life, your real life, and then I don't know, your or private life, or I don't even remember. Um, Google his name. Oh, really? He worked hard to erase from Google? Can you even do that though? I don't know.
Yeah. So,
Did,
what do
did something
you,
happen with Chris? Am I missing
yeah, I
something
was
here?
going to say, what did he do to lose law enforcement job? She said that he has a sword past.
Well, he's part of the Cold Case
Hey,
Foundation.
country Christian.
Hey, Country
Hey,
Christian, how are ya?
welcome. I'm I'm confused. Yeah, I don't know. Brenda, it's open panel, so if you want to come up, I mean, we don't.
Yeah.
I'm interested in what you have to say because I've never heard of any of that. I've
No, I
always
haven't
thought,
either. And
yeah,
we're just,
but
this isn't a gossip fest. This is just about, um,
sad.
yeah, yeah. He's okay. Oops, I'm gonna mute for a second,
Okay.
because I'm getting a phone call, and I'm
Okay.
not gonna try to kick myself out of. So I'm going to. Where am I? I'm going to mute. Okay, it's now Trixie's show.
Yay. Oh, okay. That's okay, Brenda. Yeah, we don't know anything. We only know what we're told on here. I've never really Googled him or looked into his past or anything like that. I always took his word as, face value. So a lot of people adore him and they, look up to him, respect him. But if he isn't who he says he is, and there is something that people should know, I mean, I think it's important that people do know because so many, support and trust him. But I don't think it would have anything to do with Josh, though. Like, I'm really hoping that whatever is going on with Josh, that it isn't because of him being attacked, or, you know what I'm saying? Like, because we really can't afford to lose Josh. There's not so many, good, reliable channels anymore. Oh no, you say that, Brenda, that just makes me feel, oh no, you were heartbroken? Ugh. See, that's what we are trying to speak out against, and that's what my live's going to be about tonight, is the exploitation of these child cases and the serious amount of money and memes that is being made on the backs of their names, that we need to like seriously do something about it. Like, go to the officials, your senators and stuff like that, and try and stop like, if you cover a missing child case, you shouldn't be able to monetize it. You shouldn't be able to. No, we can't afford to lose Josh. And I really hope that if we have to lose him, and it is inevitable, that it's something bigger and better for him. Because we all wish Josh the best, and we don't want, you know what I mean? We admire him. Actually, Country Christian, I did too. I've stepped back from the Summer Wells case. I haven't really talked about that at all. I've been working a lot with Brandy and Monkey's case, and I've been working with her for about 6 months or so. So it's okay. I will. We'll research that. Don't put yourself out there. I get it. YouTube streets are brutal these days, and you can't be too careful. So there's no lows that they won't go, and you have to protect yourself and your family. I just wish that I wish better for these babies. I don't know, but sometimes like it's overpowering, and there's so many monsters to fight that you're only one out of a bunch. Hey, Purple. Hey, thanks for stopping. I hope you come to mine tonight. I was I was at yours, but I fell asleep early last night because I've been so exhausted, and Frosty too. She's been pretty exhausted, has some things going on. that she was exhausted from not sleeping. But I'm sure what you did last night, I know you were defending Brandy. Thank you, Purple. I love you for that. She needs all the support right now. Yeah, trustworthy channels, right, Brenda? There's a few. There's a few. But there needs to be more. We needed to have all these good to over, you know what I mean? The bad. Definitely. And just with Brandy, like working with her as long as I have, and even Purple can tell you, like, I've heard her cry. I've heard her at low moments, and she really is doing what a parent should do. Like it, and then she still gets attacked for it. So it's like, what can she's damned if she does and damned if she doesn't. And then you have people that come on and twist things and try to make something out of nothing. It's like we have to kind of just let it go and focus on forward and keep fighting. But yeah, because I've done so many lives with so many people. I mean, Purple, I've been on her panel going off about that, a bunch of times, that, to leave Brandy alone. It's just YouTube, right? You gotta love it, not? I really question myself if we're helping or hurting all the time. And I don't see it helping. People can't go out of their own way anymore. It's all about what they need or want, what benefits them. And that's sad. Because together we can be a hell of a force. We can do a lot of good. But just can't seem to come together on it.
Hey, Trixie, sorry about that. That was just Sean touching base and letting me know how his meeting went. So,
It's okay.
where were we at?
Oh, Purple stopped in, and
that's great. Thank you.
I know. And Country Christian was saying about she doesn't follow the cases anymore.
You know what? It's really hard though, because it breaks your heart, doesn't it?
It is. It does.
And you don't know what's real or what's made up anymore based on the creators because there's been so many, right?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. So Brenda's saying doing research.
Yeah, do your own research, people. Definitely. Well, Purple did a live last night defending Brandy, and it was actually
wonderful.
I fell asleep during it, but
Okay.
she was playing back Eve's content, which was freaking epic. And
I'm sorry. I say that as slower.
Oh, Eve, that true crime.
Okay, yep, true crime with Eve.
And she was playing her content back because she does Purple, and
yeah,
she was catching her in some pretty big mishaps.
Okay,
and
good.
I was really proud of Purple for doing that.
Oh,
I didn't
wonderful.
even.
Facts are facts, right? I mean,
Right.
Right is right, wrong is wrong. If somebody's saying something wrong, then definitely, it's got to be corrected. So
especially when it's out of nowhere and they take things out of context and don't put out.
But that's how
the
it always
whole thing.
happens,
Right?
Trixie. It always happens out of context, whether it's a screenshot or a clip of a video
Recording,
or
yeah,
something like that. 9 times out of 10, when you actually look at it in the big picture, it's taken out of context and the meaning is completely different. So I know I've experienced that a lot myself with different things. So I think we always just have to be careful as well. Now, what do you think is next for Brandy and Tyler moving forward? Or we not talk? We were talking about the lab, actually.
Yeah,
we weren't talking about Brandy. We were talking about the lab, and
I kind of went to Brandy, but we were talking about CM Chris McDonough.
Okay, Chris McDonough. Yeah. Okay. So let's get back on that because I don't want to go around too many topics here. Um,
Yeah, well, Brenda was just saying that she doesn't want to speak about what she found, just that we need to do it ourselves.
well,
Which I
I
told her,
mean,
I understand you got to be really careful on this platform. You can't, there's no lows that people won't go.
yeah.
So I told her we would look into it though.
Yeah, for sure. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm always about researching and facts and things like that. It's just it would be really yeah, it just sounded like a really cryptic post from Josh, right? And
Right.
and I know it's going to really disappoint a lot of people because they really really look to him for his guidance, his thoughtfulness and his integrity, right?
His
So,
heart. I mean, he has a huge
and he
heart
does have an
and
incredibly big heart.
he's amazing with people. Like, he can make people feel so comfortable to talk.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, yeah, I really hope it's something better for him, that it's not just being chased away.
Yeah, that's right. I mean, well, but maybe it's just getting to him though, right? Maybe maybe it's because I mean, he owned a sports store before this, didn't he? That's what he said he did. He ran or
I think
owned
so.
or managed a sports store. So that's quite different than going to true crime, right? I mean,
Right.
but he said he was always interested after that one missing persons case years ago. So,
Yeah.
it's everybody has to make their own choices in life and what they want to do and we feel that he's building his channel being successful, but maybe he's going on to bigger and better things, right?
Yeah.
Um,
That's what I hope, because I just hope he continues to touch people's hearts and help people,
yeah,
whatever it may be.
that's right. Hold on a second here.
No,
All right, sorry about that. Well, I'm sure a lot of people will encourage him to stay, or maybe he'll share his plans, right?
Yeah,
So,
I hope so, because I know a lot of us are really
we're
concerned
shocked.
about it. Yeah,
Yeah.
we're shocked. And we don't want to see him go. I know that.
No,
So
I know a lot of people don't want to see him go and they look forward to his podcast or whatever they call him. Does he post weekly or is he I mean, some people post every day. And then there's some people that just do a show like Chris McDonough basically only does one show a week, right?
right.
And is Josh the same? I haven't really I didn't keep track of that.
Usually he goes on 3 times a week, I
Oh, is it?
think.
Oh my gosh, that much?
Yeah, he goes on pretty steady.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I guess you're right.
Mm-hmm. Usually I'm thinking it's at least 3 times a week.
Yeah, that's quite a bit, I would
And
say.
he has covered a lot of cases throughout his time on here.
Yeah,
And
he
he's done
has
amazing.
actually.
So
Yeah, that's true. He has. He's covered a lot of cases. I know that yeah, I know that you know, he was able to raise a lot of money for Maya Milete's family. The sister
mhm,
who was searching, right? She stopped her job as a nurse to go and look for her sister.
right.
And I remember one time he had her on panel and he dropped their GoFundMe and um I think it went up by several $1,000s. So, I mean, I can't even imagine that family and what they're feeling, right? Like it's
I
so
know.
awful. But hopefully that case will be I don't know if it's going to trial yet or not, but I know that Kate, stop yawning. I can't believe this.
Yeah, she wasn't found yet, was she?
No, she has not been found, and that was the whole thing, is that she goes out weekend after weekend after weekend searching the desert, searching, but some people say she's in the water. That, you know, I'm
Oh
sure it'll
no.
all come out at trial. I don't know. I've heard several things, but I don't know. I actually don't know what's public knowledge anymore and what's not public knowledge, because I did know, a couple people close to the case. So we'll just leave it at that, I would say. That
Right.
no, but they haven't found her. And her sister has been looking for a year straight. And it's sad.
It is sad. Yeah, that is
But
sad.
obviously they found enough evidence to indict him, right? There's
I
got to
hope
be
it sticks. I mean,
evidence in the house or whatever. Yeah, I mean, like what happened to Barry Morphew. They thought lock, stock, and barrel, and then poof.
poof. Yep. Hey, Sassy.
Hey, Sassy.
Thank you
How
for
are
coming.
how are you doing this Saturday? It's Saturday afternoon. My house was quiet,
Yeah.
and
We figured we'd come and have a chat.
that's right. Just to catch up on things. And
Right.
we were talking about the lab, and that his community post is,
Was out of nowhere.
yeah, it actually was out of nowhere, right?
Right.
Like,
It was not expected at all.
I wonder what happened.
Very cryptic because
It is cryptic.
he says that, he still has more content. Don't give up on him yet. And then finish strong. Don't finish. We're not done. You're not done, Josh. You
Well, we
got a
always tell
lot
people to
more.
finish strong. Ha ha ha. Trixie's on panel, and Frosty's on panel. But I'm playing a video that I created for Frosty After Dark because it's something beautiful to look at. Not that Trixie's not beautiful or anything, but it's always nice to look at something pretty, right?
Right.
Okay, so what happened? So
Preferred.
Josh just did a post.
Do you want to read it again?
Yeah, do you want me to read it or do you want to read it?
You can go.
Okay, hold on. I'm just gonna mute out for a second.
Okay. Yeah, Josh made a post and we're kind of like trying to dissect it and see what we think's what he meant by it. I really hope it's not nothing negative and that he's leaving. So we'll see what you think when she reads it.
Okay, here we go. Sorry, I'm sneezing here. I might be coming
Okay.
down with something. He says, I want to thank everybody who has supported me and my channel here on YouTube. I've got about a few more shows planned through the rest of August. He's done 190 shows. That's a lot of shows he's done. That's a lot of writing, and that's a lot of hard work, right? Then
Yep.
I have a very tough decision to make. You have all been an amazing part of this journey. Don't bail on me yet. Well, why would he write don't bail on me yet?
I
Who
know,
would ever
right?
bail on him? Like, this is all kind of
Out of
concerning.
nowhere, yeah.
Yeah,
Hey,
I've got a few more
it's
shows
you.
planned. I won't leave without saying goodbye.
Okay, really? You're leaving then. So why? Well, tell us more. Don't just do this to us.
Right. Let's go into August strong and finish strong.
Finish strong. Is that the end?
That's it. Thank you.
Finish strong. So he's ending his YouTube channel, right?
Yeah.
That's what I got out of it, is that he's leaving.
Okay. A lot of the comments are, I hope nothing negative happened to cause this because you deserve so much respect. I've
Yeah.
dwindled down many channels through the Summerwells journey. I love listening to all your shows and lives. Keep up. I will keep my notifications on in case you ever want to pop in just to catch up. I wish you all the best. You'll be missed. And then this one says, no, leaving YouTube's a terrible idea. You're one of the best creatures for true crime. You are compassionate and real with an extra bonus of humor. You speak with integrity, and this place needs more you. I hope that you are going to do something amazing and use your gifts to the fullest.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly, Sassy. Don't bail on me yet. What does that mean?
Yeah. The mystery maven writes, I remember you saying you wouldn't be here forever, but I hoped it wouldn't be over this soon. Um, you've changed this community for the better and have demonstrated that integrity, kindness, and respect. Yeah, those are really the three things that Josh encompasses, right?
Right.
Integrity, kindness, and respect. Flourish
Mm-hmm.
in sometimes very dark and shady places. You've helped many, from your victims to subscribers. Oh no, not your victims. I'm sorry. From the victims to subscribers. Oops, that was like a slip. I've enjoyed your show and the special community you've created. I'm sad for me, but I'll be happy in whatever you decide to do and support you in your endeavors. Um, everybody's like, I hate to see you leave. Um, you look like my oldest son. I got a kick out of that. Josh, I have
We need
respect
more,
for
Josh.
you.
Come on,
I'll
Josh.
miss you, Josh. Mimi
Don't do
J
this to
two.
us.
Mimi J2 has been a longtime subscriber. She says,
Sorry.
I wish to you all the best, whatever you decide. Thank you for the mod job and happy you are following your dreams and goals. It does not sound like he's doing dreams and goals, though.
Yeah,
Does
well,
it sound? It
he
does
says
not
he has a
sound like
decision
happy, like I'm
though.
on to bigger things. This has been amazing an experience.
But he says about a decision to make. So
Right.
he's choosing between staying and going somewhere else. So I'm hoping I'm right that it's something bigger and better. Whether it be like Sassy said, the podcast only, or
But is he like, does he really do a lot with the podcast, though? Would you
I
say?
have you ever watched him? I love it. I thought it was great, his podcast. He does it
Oh.
with a friend of his too. Sassy
Oh,
says,
okay.
yeah, he has said that often. I won't be on YouTube forever. He has other plans upcoming. He's the only good male creator we have. Exactly. Yeah. Well, he is growing too, right? I mean, he's a big jump to 14,000
He's at 13.3. I thought he was at 14,000. He's at 13.3.
at 13.3, though. That's a pretty big jump. And I mean, he's putting out the content, he's getting bigger, he's growing stronger. Why not? If he has an
But why does he say
opportunity.
don't bail on me yet?
See, I don't know what that means.
Why doesn't he just say, I don't know. Why doesn't he just say when he's leaving, like, hey, this has been great. Thank you so much. And now I'm doing this. I'm excited for this new opportunity, but it doesn't sound, I don't know. It doesn't really sound like an opportunity, right? Then I have a very tough decision to make. And it's a journey. Huh.
Come on, Josh.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just kind of confusing. But he's already got 110 comments. Everybody says, I'll miss you. Thank you for all you do. No, you can't leave.
It is kind of disappointing, right? Because right now there's so many negative and bad that
Yeah.
we can't afford to lose him right now. We need him. We need him to help us fight for the good.
Yeah, that's true. Well, Sassy said he's been given opportunities. I think maybe that I did say that before, that maybe because he's such a good writer that he is writing and producing his own podcast, right? I mean,
Right.
it's all original work he's producing. So, I mean, that takes a long time, doesn't it? Are podcasts the way to go right now? I don't know.
They are, because I mean it's more of a single where you don't collab as often. You just
Right.
put out your own content, but
But he came from podcasting though, didn't he?
yeah.
He did. Now he's going back to it. I wonder why he left podcasting, because apparently he'd had, thousands and thousands and thousands of subscribers, right?
Right.
Yeah.
I don't
Don't
know.
bail on me yet. I don't get that. That's just,
Yeah. It makes no sense.
it is a lot of work though. Sassy's right. I mean, with original, all of his original content and his original, yeah, so maybe he is making the jump to television or,
Well,
but if,
maybe Chris McDonough
yeah, oh, maybe Chris McDonough is, I don't
is
know.
doing something and he's going with him. Maybe
Hmm.
they're leaving together too. I don't know.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, Brenda, you saw him on his podcast. Yeah. He did great with his podcast.
Yeah.
He does great with his channel. I mean, I really hate to see him leave so soon when, I mean,
He's only been on a year. I mean, it really isn't that much.
yeah, he hasn't even really.
I mean, he has only, I don't want to say it this way, but he's only hit like 13,000 subs. I mean,
Yeah, he could do way more. Like Emily D. Baker, she has 500,000. So
right. He could be
he
like
could,
Stephanie Harlow and such and do a
right.
pre-recorded. I mean, that chapter, he gets 1 million views a show now. I don't know if Chris is leaving, but
I
I
don't
mean, I just
know.
reading the Josh thing, right?
Yeah, we're just saying that maybe, Chris is going another direction and is taking Josh with him, is what we were saying.
Huh.
Because YouTube streets are very brutal and it can get bad. Right. That's exactly what I'm thinking, Sassy. It's the YouTube drama and the
But he's not part of the YouTube drama though. I don't understand. Right? Like he's not in the YouTube drama, is he? There's no scandal about him at
he
all.
doesn't. Well, Josh doesn't participate maybe in the drama so much, but
Right.
there are creators that do attack him on their channels.
Yeah, but
So
he said he didn't care about that.
yeah,
He said he never cared about that, right?
but if
Yeah,
you
if
do
you
a
do a
long
long
in-depth
in-depth
show,
show, it does take a long time. I mean,
yeah,
that chapter does 2 episodes a week, and he gets at least 1 million views every time now. But I've been watching that chapter for like 3, 4 years. I remember when that chapter had less than 50,000 subscribers.
I've
I was
never
one of
heard of
his
him.
yeah, Damsel and I, my old girlfriend Damsel, we were one of his first subscribers.
What's it called? That chapter?
That chapter, it's with Mike O.
Oh, I've never heard of him.
Yeah. He does the same kind of, he talks about a case. He kind of tells the story and he's just a storyteller. And he has a little bit of humor with it. But yeah, no, I mean, to my knowledge, Josh has had no drama, no scandal, no nothing in, I don't want to say nothing in the closet, but nothing, no skeletons, right? Like he's always
Right,
been like, there's never been a YouTuber or like a subscriber that said, oh, not like Doug, right? Like Josh did this or Josh did that or whatever. Like we've never seen anything like that so far, right?
right.
Yeah. So, well, only time will tell, right? I mean, you never know.
Yeah,
Oh, you do on podcast? That's pretty interesting. Yeah, oh my gosh, he's just funny and he's like the guy next door just talking and um but he's got a format that works and it sells and people really enjoy it, right? Um People really enjoy it. And sometimes people like and it's like always 25 minutes. It's never 30, 40, 50 minutes. He always like, it's like you can watch it at lunch. Like if you got a half an hour.
Yeah.
I do like long stories too. And I was thinking of doing something like that as telling the stories through podcast. Maybe I'll do that. I don't know.
You're a great storyteller.
You think so? Oh my gosh, I
Yeah.
don't remember a thing. That's my issue. Is that it's like Sean's an amazing storyteller. I'm just really great at asking questions, right?
Right.
So I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what the future holds.
I
I'm
just
gonna.
hope that. Oh,
Mhm.
he's superior.
Hey, Superior.
We were just bored having a chat and
Yeah, we
seeing
were.
what
Mhm.
everybody thinks about Josh. I know I'm hurt and I am disappointed, but I'm hopeful that he's moving on to bigger and better.
But what? Yeah, I don't know. But why build your brand then? Because he just literally got a new soundboard, right? He
Right.
literally just got a new. He just got something new. I don't remember what. Like, I don't
And
remember.
he switched to taking calls during his lives. That's
Yeah.
awesome. You can actually, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Interact with
You
him
actually get
and
to
ask
talk
him.
to him, and he's really good at
Yeah.
that. Yeah.
So I'm pretty set with you. I hope he's not leaving.
Don't bail on me yet. I guess that's just what I find Stephanie Harlow does a longer story. Yeah. But
Well, yeah, kind of like
he
Kendall
was a
Ray. And,
podcaster before those Superior Dreams, and he left podcasting
yeah,
uh to come to YouTube.
me too.
Do you really make that much more money at podcasting? I don't know.
I don't see it. I think you would make more on YouTube, right? If
I mean,
you're
he's got
live,
I don't know how many thousands of members he has.
right? And at $2 a pop, I mean,
More than that. There are a lot of people over $2 or
well,
$3
his
or
is
$4 a pop.
$4.99.
Oh, it's
Yeah,
$4.99?
that's his lowest one is
Wow.
$4.99. Yeah.
Like, I would say he's got at least you think podcasting pays more? I don't know.
Do you? I don't know.
Well, but it's also what's more enjoyable, right? Maybe what's his passion? Um, it is really hard to tell, but I guess we'll find out, right? But normally if
But
you're going to bigger and better things, then you would probably say it at the end of your journey, not like a month before. I don't know. I'm just kind of confused. That's all.
yeah,
Just
it's cryptic, that's for sure. And I guess we'll see what happens. If
yeah.
Josh is out there and you're listening, Josh, tell us some more.
Yeah. Tell me more. Tell me more.
Give us more.
Yeah.
Don't scare us.
I know. Then who we're going to listen to? I mean,
Right? There's
yeah.
not many left after that.
Yeah, he's the sound of moral judgment and reason, right? And now it's difficult. Danielle and Stephanie both almost stopped with YouTube. It's so much work and too many rules.
I can see that.
Huh.
I wish there was more rules though that, people
Yeah.
had to,
Yeah, I
but
do too.
yeah, I can see that.
But there's so many millions of YouTubers and millions of videos that sometimes it takes a long time for things to happen, right?
Mhm.
But I mean, then YouTube just has to have more people looking at things. I mean, I'm sure they have AI for that, right? I don't know.
Well, like I said, whenever I was doing, thinking about becoming the creator, it's hard because I don't think before I speak sometimes, and I do get passionate, and
Yes,
so
you do.
there are words that I'm gonna say that's probably gonna get flagged, and I don't know if I'm gonna have my channel for very long, but
Right.
I'll try. I just can't make any promises. We'll see. This should be interesting. And I don't know
Um,
the rules. I don't know all the rules. I don't know the ins and outs. I'm a mod and I'm good at that.
you're great at that. Not even good. You're great at that.
Yeah, but as far as a creator, yeah, I'm just wet behind the ears on that. I don't know anything.
She said there's no ad revenue when the words are censored. Well, that's true though, because a lot of mainstream, even the mainstream television, they don't want the swears. They don't want the I mean, YouTube just set out a new policy of being more family friendly. So the last thing they want is people dropping all the, the swears, right? So,
Hmm.
um, and I've noticed even some of the creators that I've listened to have tried to cut back a bit on the swears because, yeah, I mean, YouTube is fun and it's a hobby for some, but it can make people a lot of money, which is great for them. But if the F bomb is going to dominate your chat or um, your topic or whatever, then no, advertisers aren't going to want to um, have it in
Right.
there. I wouldn't throw my AdSense in that.
Hmm.
And I think they're really doing it because perhaps it was really getting out of control, right?
Right.
Yeah. I mean, and
Yeah, I don't think that saying like certain words people will say unalive or whatever. I don't think it's necessary. I don't think that they're gonna necessarily strike you for saying a word that's not a swear word. Do you know what I mean? I
right,
don't see why they would. Because we pride ourselves on not being censored, right? We don't like to be censored. No, none of us do. That's part of
right,
the First Amendment. You don't, so I don't see why YouTube even would have, I don't know. That's just my opinion.
right. I mean, but there are also consequences for what people are saying, though, right? So just because you're allowed to say something doesn't mean that it's right, or you're not going to get in trouble for it,
Oh,
right?
well, you should use it in a good way, not in a negative.
Oh yeah, for
Absolutely.
sure.
But to bring awareness for somebody that,
Yeah, that's true.
you
Mm-hmm.
know what I mean?
100%.
That word is huge and it's a big, strong word. So
Yeah,
to
it
not be
is.
able to say it and say unalive, I mean, I think that's taken away from the
Everybody
people that it could help.
everybody wants to follow Josh. Everybody's like, "No, no, no. I'm so sorry. What's going on? I'm so sorry. We love you. You're the best."
And take us with you. If you're
Yeah.
leaving, take us with you. Save us from all these other
Yeah.
snakes. It just gets too much. You know what I mean? It
Oh,
does. It
some
gets
people
too
think
much.
he's becoming a cop. Becoming a
Oh
cop,
my.
I knew it. I don't know if he's becoming a cop. I mean, I think that I'm not sure if he's in the best physical shape to go through boot camp. I don't know though. I don't really know what he looks like. I only see him from like the neck up, you know? But
Yeah, I don't either.
don't you have to go to boot camp or something to be a cop?
Yeah, you have to go through the police academy.
All the physical training?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's a lot. That's a lot for anyone. Yeah. Yeah, everybody he's got like 130 comments here now. Yeah, a lot of people are very sad.
Well, we will be sad if he does leave.
Yeah. Well, and I mean, and he was doing so well and with the merchant, but I mean, maybe it's just a better opportunity. So maybe it is a tough decision, right? Because maybe,
Yeah.
yeah, maybe his heart is in it, but he needs to do something else. So, well, yeah, and normally you leave when you're at the height of your career, but unless you, again, people always leave one thing for better opportunities normally, right?
Right.
Or they're told to leave.
Hi, Thomas. Welcome. Can
Can
we
we
see
see
your
your
face?
face? No,
No, not at all.
no, no. We're in the witness protection program. So, yeah, we wanted you to look at something beautiful. That's why we've got this trees there.
And the flowers are
Um,
pretty.
they are pretty, aren't they? The beautiful
Mhm.
purple. And then I've got Frosty After Dark in a matching kind of green. Yeah,
Yeah,
I just,
beautiful.
yeah, I really, really like that. I don't know.
I
Me
don't see
looking
another
at that
puppy
just
there fast.
just gives me peace, right? Just
Right.
it's relaxing. And that's what I do a majority on my Frosty After Dark channel. Um I did a new meditation for JBT and for anybody else who wants it. And it's starting, I think I'm premiering it on Monday morning because I know that he's going to
Oh,
work so he can listen to it before he goes to work. So,
awesome. You know, honestly, Frosty, as I sit here and think about it,
mhm.
you would be amazing at podcasting too. Like, just record yourself get talking a case over,
You
doing
think
little
so?
short cases. Well, like,
That's a lot of
um,
writing though, isn't it?
I mean, not really. You
No?
have people like Kendall Ray and why I can't don't know why I can't think of the other one's names. The makeup people. She's huge.
Yeah.
But anyway, she does the makeup tutorials and she tells the story when she does it. I just don't know why I can't think of her name, but like
Bella?
Bailey Sarian. Bailey Sarian.
Bailey.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, she's beautiful.
Yeah, stuff like people like her that do like the stories
Yeah.
within 30 minutes and stuff. I
Yeah.
think you would do great with that too. Now, I don't know if Bailey Sarian ever goes live. I doubt it,
I don't think
but
so. No, I don't think
she
so.
did try to do a podcast and she didn't get the response that
No,
she
because
was
people are
hoping.
there to watch her do makeup and see the transformation because she really does look different with all the makeup on. It's quite dramatic, right?
Well, yeah, it is a huge difference, but I mean, I liked what she did, her podcast. And she told a lot of interesting stories that I never even knew about, like how diseases came about and stuff like that. So dark history, she called it, but she didn't get the response, so she came back to murder mystery and makeup. So hopefully it'll work better for Josh if that's what he's doing reversed. Like I hope that he has a better response doing the podcast. Yeah, to read audiobooks, I agree. Are you there, Frost?
I am. I'm just
Okay.
coughing. I'm sorry. All of a sudden, I've
You're
got
good.
this really bad asthmatic cough on, and I'm just going to mute for another second.
Okay. There's another woman I follow too, and I don't know why I can't think of her name, but I love her. I mean, she does lives, she does Patreon. Um, but yeah, I think I don't know Danielle or Stephanie. I've never watched Stephanie Harlow personally. I've heard
Didn't
about
her and her
her.
husband have something together? They had a separate channels, then they have a together channel. Then they have, I don't know. That's a good,
Yeah, I don't know. I never watched her.
huh? Yeah, and I don't did I listen to Bailey? I think I've listened to Bailey once or twice, but I mean, I
I
listened to that
follow the
chapter. They're
other
the same
woman.
stories, right? They're the they're
Right?
honestly they're everybody tells the same story. So I'm like, oh, I already heard this one, right?
Why am I freaking like not being able to think of the names? The one girl that I follow had the
I don't know.
dreadlocks. She took them out now, but why can't I remember her
Oh,
name?
her name's Christina Randall.
Oh yeah, Christina Randall. Love her. I definitely follow her. I watch every live she or every video she puts out. I love her thoughts on everything, and she
Yeah,
does
she's
do
really
live.
good. Yeah, she
She does go
does.
live. She goes live on her backup channel
Oh,
though,
does she?
and then she has her Patreon and something else that she does too. I think Instagram or something. So she does do a lot.
Yeah, she does a lot. Hello, my pretties, and welcome. Like whatever she does, eh? She does the same speech over and over, and it's like her little thing that she does. It's hilarious. She's good
Like I've
though.
heard her
She's good.
name because of well, didn't she work with that Ace Scandal or whatever? I think he was supposedly doing something big with her, but
I don't know.
well, there was another YouTuber. She was actually brutally attacked,
Oh,
but
really?
yeah, but she really turned herself around, and her channel now is doing amazing. What's her name? She
Huh.
just
I don't
had a
know.
baby too.
Oh. Oh, that Derek fellow's not her husband? Oh, I thought it was. Yeah, see that's not I don't get to watch that much YouTube. That's the challenge, right? I mean,
Right.
I've really restricted myself to just a couple creators and that's it because it is all so much. And I'm working different hours and it's just yeah, it's just so
Sassy,
much, I guess.
what's Danielle's channel name? Because the channel I'm thinking of is not it's not the person's name. It's
That's a good question. Hi, Heather. Hi, SoCal. Oh my gosh.
Hi Heather.
Oh my gosh. Look who's here.
Heather. I missed you.
Hey, thanks for passing that message
Hey
along the other
SoCal.
night. I was telling Trixie that I was trying to get a hold of someone and you were nice enough to pass the message along. So thank you so much. We were just
Yeah.
on, going to end soon, but we were just talking about, Josh, different podcasters, what he's doing
Yeah.
after his community post. Yeah, these ladies are awesome. I missed you so much,
Yeah.
Heather. It was so nice
Yeah.
going into the tavern the other night at, because it was Katie's birthday, right? And I was half asleep and I'm like, okay, just keep awake, right? And I went in there 3 times to, you know, gosh, I think my asthma's coming on. And Katie was so happy. And I felt such joy when everybody was dressed up and Vintage had those glasses on. And it was just such good fun. And it was really refreshing. It was really refreshing that so many people were there. And
That
it was
was
just
so
all about
sweet.
Katie. Yeah.
Yeah.
We should have more of those fun things, right? Happy, fun. I
I'm sure
mean,
that made her whole day. Like, yeah, that was awesome of them.
yeah. Well,
I
because,
know. Didn't they dress up too? Didn't you dress up SoCal with like glasses? Oh, they were upside down bananas, right? Or oranges? I don't know. You had
um,
glasses of some fruit that were upside down.
yeah, it
I
was
caught a little bit.
pineapples. It was pineapples.
Pineapples. That's
Yeah,
it.
because Vintage is a pineapple girl. She loves
Oh,
pineapples.
that's it.
Yes,
Yeah.
I did see Justice for All in his
I
wig
will, Sassy. I'll let you know. I'm
and
gonna
in
do
his
that after this.
their Tom Ford sunglasses. Honestly, I'm like, how you doing? Like, that was one sexy woman, right? And then I look and I'm just like, oh my gosh, that's Justice for All, right? I had no idea. But on my phone, it was really tiny. And I'm like, oh, who's that? That's one good looking. Oh, it's Justice. Right on. Good looking, Doesn't matter with a
Oh, he
wig or
dressed
no
up
wig, right?
in. Oh,
Oh, he did.
I'll
It
have to
was
go look at that. I
good.
missed
He
that.
did.
He was Elsa. Oh my goodness,
It did look like Marilyn.
that
He
is
was
so
he was
sweet.
gorgeous. He was gorgeous. He was hot. He was hot. Honestly, I'm like, and okay, I don't want to say I have big lips, but you know, I'm blessed with certain features. Eyelashes aren't one of them, but lips are. And his lips were just, and he had this beautiful gloss on it, and yeah, it was amazing. Yeah, I was
I have to
jelly.
go check it out. I
Heather, I was
don't.
jelly. He looked so good. And then he took the wig off, and I'm like, and then he like flips the camera like it was his mom or whatever. And I'm just like, oh, and then the best part is he was signing digital pictures and he was trying to sell them for $5, he said, or free, maybe. I don't remember. That's when I fell asleep again. That he is such a good humor about himself and just about others.
Aw, he was Elsa for Katie.
Aw.
That is so sweet.
You know what? And that's like the real measure of a person, right?
Right.
It's how they reach out to others and what they do for other people. And yeah, as soon as I heard, like I saw, on Vintage's, I don't know if it was like whatever it was. I don't know if it was a community board or whether it was just like the advertising for the upcoming live. I'm just like, holy cow, it's Katie's birthday. I really got to make sure I stay awake, right? And
Right.
she was so good. She was so happy. She personally was writing in chat, thank you to everybody. And, you know, I don't know how many people know, but my son has special needs, different than Katie. Uh, he's high functioning, autistic or Asperger's, and so people on the spectrum or people with different abilities or special abilities, as I call it, that I always hold them close to my heart. So when people go out of their way to make sure that everybody's included and everybody is loved and everybody's cared about, that really warms my heart. I mean,
Actually,
when I
that might
asked my
be
son
it. Right.
when I asked
Sorry, go
my
ahead.
son how his day was, I asked him, "Were they nice to you? Were they kind to you? Did anybody make fun of you?" Normally, your mother wouldn't ask her son that question when he was going to work, but because he was in an environment with other people, but because his manager knew what he was like, Heather, exactly. Oh, my son's 21. He's turning 21. How you doing? Just saying. But he's a wonderful, wonderful young man. I'm not trying to hook up my son with anyone, but he is good looking, just saying. Um, but he's quiet. He's reserved. He keeps to himself. If you ask him questions, he'll interact with you, and sometimes he'll crack funny jokes because he's really hilarious. But that was my biggest fear of him going to work. Not that could he do the job, but can he interact with others, right? And will they
Mhm.
understand that he's not weird. He's just a little quiet and a little different, right? And he communicates a little differently. So,
Right.
oh my gosh, poor SoCal was conflicted. She found herself attracted to a gay man. I think we were all attracted to, you know. Hey, my crush is Adam Lambert, okay? So, um, just saying,
Yeah. He-
if when they talk about celebrity crushes, Adam Lambert all day, all night, all everything. He is he actually looks a lot like my ex-boyfriend. Not like the person I'm with now, but right. That's right. They do their filter is lacking. But since I'm Dutch, I have a lacking filter too, so that kind of helps. Um but it's challenging. But the best part about children with Asperger's or people on the autism spectrum is that um I always tell my son, "You're not stupid. I had you tested. You're not stupid. So you just learn things differently. So if we can teach you differently and we can communicate differently, then you will learn." So, I mean, some people say autistic kids have no empathy, or my son's the most empathetic person out there. I think I am getting an asthma attack. I don't know. I'm all congested all of a sudden. So,
Well, I was just trying
yes,
to.
Trixie's here with me. It's not just me talking to myself. Do you want me to
Yeah,
stop
I'm
the
here.
video? Hold on a second. Let me stop the video so you guys can. Where am I going here?
Yeah, hey, pal.
Hold on. Excuse me. I'm
I
gonna.
was actually looking up that channel I was talking about. I see Danielle
There we
Kirsty. Is
are.
that who you're talking about, Sam?
There we are. Sorry about that. Now everybody can
Hey.
see us.
Oh, that's right. You had that other thing up.
Yeah.
The woman I am talking about, though, she has blonde hair. And she really got, like, bashed when she first started. Another. I miss you, Heather.
I thought the
A
flowers were
lot.
pretty. You know, it's somewhat. Thank you. It was nice for people to. I don't know. I really liked the background. So, but yes, here we are. It's not me just
I
talking to
also love
myself
what you
here.
did yesterday, too. Your
Thank
vigil. That
you.
was beautiful for your
Thank
dad.
you.
That
I
was
appreciate
beautiful.
that. You know, I've been
Mm.
thinking for a long time about what I wanted to do, and you know, I thought, do I want something uplifting? Do I want something that's And I'm like, "No, I don't. I actually don't. I just want to have something I want that funeral song." And when I heard the funeral song by Chopin or whatever, I'm just like,
Mm.
"That's the one." Because I had those candles for a long time, and I'm just like, "What am I gonna put with it?" And I just it's a sense of finality. And it is a sense of finality for me. He passed, it was a year ago, and but I
It was
the
very hard for you, though.
it was yeah, it was very hard
Mm.
for me. And,
Yeah.
but I think the best part was that I was able to like, I never want people to feel sorry for me. I never wanna be like, "Oh, poor Frosty," right? Like, I'm really not like that. But what I really enjoyed was Melissa Fink came in and said, "Thank you." Because I dedicated it to everybody who had lost a loved one. So, I had several people in there that had literally just lost a family member in the last year or a loved one. And then I also got private messages saying, "Wow, that was really incredible. Thank you." And, maybe next year I'll do an uplifting one, but this year, sorry, I was miserable, right? Like, I try not to think about
Yeah,
it. It really affected
well,
me.
it's so fresh. Right.
You know?
I think
So,
that it's a nice place for you to go when you want to think about him.
well, that's it, right? And,
Right.
yeah, just like in memory of, right? Like I didn't want to put his picture. I didn't want to, because it's not necessarily about my dad.
That's it.
It's about
That's it, Sassy.
everybody.
Sorry. That's it. Tend to life.
Ooh, Tend to Life. Yeah, I've heard of that one.
Annie, yeah, Annie Elise. Oh my gosh, she got bashed in the start, like in the beginning when she started.
Oh,
Oh,
really?
they attacked her so bad, but she like really, and I don't know, she just pulled through and she's doing amazing now.
Well, that's good.
Yeah, she's definitely one that can say F you haters. Like, yeah, she just had a baby last year. Yep. That's her, Annie Elise. I like her. I love her thoughts on everything and the videos that she does. They're really good.
And is
Oh, okay. I didn't
do
know
we
that he did that. What?
do we know that if Gloria from is that Gloria I'm getting all confused here. From Glitz and Glamour? Wasn't her name Glamma D or is that somebody else?
That's somebody else, I
Okay.
believe.
One of those two ladies though apparently has been in the hospital. She hasn't
Oh,
been feeling well.
yeah, the Gloria. She is doing
Okay.
better. They did put out a live
Oh, okay,
Heather.
good. Good,
Yeah,
good.
she's doing better. I think that she still has a few things to go through, but she actually came into Purple's the one night and was talking to us
Okay.
about it.
Okay,
Relevant
fantastic.
was. Well,
Yeah.
Eloise. I love them both. I think they're both amazing.
Yeah, they really are. They're hilarious.
Hmm.
I was on
Oh,
panel
they
with
crack
them
me
one
up.
night and she just, she kept up and I kept up with her and she kept up with me and she was throwing me stuff and I was picking it up and throwing it right back at her, you know? And
They have a knack for the comedy. I'll give them
they
that. That's
do. And so
amazing.
do I when I'm with somebody who really knows how to set me up
Chase
for a
you.
good, yeah,
Yep.
set me up for a good line, right?
Yep.
She threw so many opportunities for me to just to come back with something even funnier, right? And that's what I really enjoy. Yeah, I really
Yeah.
enjoy that. So hopefully she'll be on the
Well, he
mend.
just went live the other day, alive, and I missed it, so I'm gonna go back and watch.
There's so
Um,
many people go live that it's so hard sometimes, right? That if you're not there, then it just kind of all the
it's
videos
Nancy and
build up.
Eloise,
But you
Sassy, but the sister that's sick is the Gloria. She is not Fancy or Eloise, but um
they're both really nice ladies.
that's what I got from it.
And
I
they're
mean, I
so
could be wrong.
smart.
Oh, they are, and they're hilarious. Like when they did a cover of my stories from the hot dogs and stuff.
Yeah.
Oh my god, they had my whole family because I was listening to them. They're live while I was at my family
Oh my gosh.
gathering, and my
Yeah,
whole family was busting out laughing. They thought they are like the best thing ever.
they are. They're
So I was
really
like, you guys
great.
should subscribe because this is what they do. And she was talking about the gobble goggles, and yeah, she was. It's alerting people to use precaution and safety measures. She's so funny.
She is really funny. I think they really they're really, and it takes a really smart individual to um just match wits with people like that, right?
Mhm.
So it's really great when you know,
Well, Eloise actually did a live about her sister for her sister, and she didn't have the makeup on, right? And I was like, whoa, like because we're so used to seeing her dolled up as glam and fancy. So
right.
yeah, when I saw her without the makeup, I'm like, oh wow, she's beautiful.
She is beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah, 100% she is.
Yeah, Heather, I would definitely swing by and leave them a comment. I do all the time. I know that
Oh my gosh,
the
she was
prayers
diagnosed with congestive heart failure.
are amazing.
I didn't realize what she was. Oh, that's right.
I didn't know you were Heather, really?
Oh, Heather. I hope you're okay.
Yeah.
That's not
I just
easy.
realized what you wrote. I'm
Oh
sorry.
my gosh,
I read through that too fast.
that's not a congestive heart failure is well, that's just terrible.
I hope you're okay, Heather.
Yeah, I hope you're getting, health and support you need. And it can happen to anybody at any age, right? So,
Hey, Tara. Yes, Sassy. Without a crystal
hi,
ball, I don't
Tara.
like. I can't stand her.
Sorry, my voice is going. I don't know if I'm coming down with something. We'll have to find out, but
You're having a bypass in September? Oh my God.
okay, well, we'll definitely be praying for you.
Yes, definitely.
Yeah.
We'll be there to support you.
Mhm.
Sorry to hear that, Heather. I didn't know.
Mhm.
But
And
one
Ter
thing I do know about Heather is she is strong as hell. So
and she's funny too.
she is the party. She
Game
brings
night.
the party.
Yeah, she does bring the party.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And Tara's always been very kind to me. I had a troll trolling in different chats and following me. And even then, when like wrenches were flying and people were all in a whirlwind of drama and things like that, Tara recognized I called out for help, and Tara literally listened to me, and she took care of it for me. And I will never forget that as long as I live. And I tried to go back to her and thank her like a million times, because nobody knows what it's like to like, I've never trolled anybody. I don't have sock accounts. I don't I don't do that sort of thing, because it's just like, it makes no sense to me. But I guess somebody was really coming after me for who I was originally, who I was friends with. And it was really difficult. So I'll always thank her for that, and I appreciate that. Right? I think
Right.
we all have to stick up for each other, and right is right and wrong is wrong. So, and I feel that I've always been a person that has really not stayed on the fence, but called it out when, oh, thanks, Tara. Of course. I mean, this is who I am. This is who I've always been. This is who Trixie always is.
Thanks, Tara.
And,
Yeah, I try to be kind to everybody. Right? I mean,
yeah,
if you want kindness, you have to give kindness. And
that's exactly it. To have a good friend is to be a good friend. And
right,
I
you
always,
teach people how to treat you.
that's right. And do unto others,
Your word.
right?
Yep.
Yeah. And your word is your bond, and right is right and wrong is wrong. And I think over the last few months, I've really tried to speak up when I see things that aren't right, whoever and whatever it was, right? And not for the drama, but just to say, hey, this is what it is, and move on or whatever. So um I'm just thankful that, the path that I'm on now, that I've chosen, um, that I'm now seeing friends along my way when I'm walking down the YouTube streets that I used to see, that I still enjoy seeing, right?
Right. Like, I think everybody should make a change and be better, do different.
Right. Six said it last week, right? Be
Yeah,
better.
she did. Be
Be
better. Do
better.
better.
Do better.
These kids deserve better. And like, we
Yeah,
can
they
do
do.
so much when we come together and we don't fight. Like, I'm proud of Purple for moving her channel forward, and I'm proud of Vintage. I mean, granted, Vintage and the Tavern and them, they don't necessarily aren't like true crime
No,
community, but
they just,
they do
the
help
tavern's there,
people.
yeah, and the tavern's just there to have fun.
Right, but they
And
help people. Look what
and
they
they
did for
do.
Katie, you
Oh my
know what I
gosh.
mean?
They would, you know what? I had tears in my eyes. I was so happy for
I
her.
was so, yeah, me too. Like, I was really, I admired that. I was so proud of them because you
Yeah.
could see the happiness on her face, and when she talked on panel, it was something really beautiful.
Well, and just the utter joy that Vintage had and the others had. Like, you could see the joy in their faces, that they weren't doing it because, well, it would look good. It's no, because we really care. And that's the kind of people I
Right.
want to be around. The people that really care, right?
Hi,
And
baby
really,
diamond. Why do I sound different than I used to? Do I sound
um,
different?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Do you have a
I
new
shouldn't.
microphone?
Nope. I don't have any microphone or headphones on or anything like that. Hey, baby diamond. Thanks for stopping in. You
Oh,
want to know
do you
what's
think,
funny?
oh, maybe they think you're Jay Marie. I don't think you
Uh,
sound like Jay Marie. I don't hear it,
I
but
never thought so
I'm
either, but a
hearing
lot of people
impaired. I'm
do.
hearing impaired. I don't know. No, I can't do Ziggy either, and I would never trust Ziggy. So, okay, Jay
Yeah,
Marie.
she's sassy, Jay Marie. A lot of people do think I sound like Jay Marie.
Oh, maybe you do. I don't know. I don't hear it because I'm hearing impaired.
Well, see,
So,
the funny thing is, Beamy Diamond, is I
really?
can't go back and watch me on a live. I don't know what it is. When I hear my voice, I think I sound so ridiculous. Like, so I can't go back and watch my lives and stuff like that. It bothers me.
Okay, so BB Diamond says no, but I know that a lot of people were coming at J. Marie saying that she was like, or Trixie saying that she was J. Marie or vice versa. So we all went
Right.
up on panel on Purples that one day, remember?
Oh, that's right. Yeah, to prove
Yeah,
that I wasn't her and
to
she
prove
wasn't
it.
me.
Exactly.
Yeah,
I'm like,
because I was getting a lot of
really?
hate back
Like,
then because of the
honestly,
whole
I had,
cheese thing.
that's right. I had
Right.
no idea. Like, honestly, I'm just like, really? She sounds like J. Marie? And J. Marie sounds like
Mhm.
Trixie? But again, I'm hearing impaired, so I don't really, I can't really tell the difference. Um, yeah, J. Marie's always been friendly
Oh,
with everybody. So, um,
thanks, BB. I don't hear it either, but like Sassy said, that's why
every,
Sassy was up on panel
and it wasn't just
before.
Sassy that said it, it was several people. That's why they
Oh
both
yeah,
went
there
on
was a
panel
bunch.
together, remember?
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, I remember
that was
that.
hilarious.
That
Yeah,
was the first time I was on Purples
that's right. That was like
because we
in
came for game night
February,
then.
March, February, March.
Yeah, it was something like that.
Yeah. Oh yeah, no, I have no time for Ziggy. She just, you know, she's you know, she enjoys the drama and she enjoys creating the drama and whatever, you know, it's all for entertainment purposes only. So things that she said about me were just lies and like she honestly thought I was coming to get her. I remember she said like there
You
was one
of
live
all
she did at
people.
6 in the morning and she thought it was me calling in on the like going in her backstage or whatever or going up on panel.
Really?
And then she thought I was using a voice modulator. Really? At 6
Oh
in the
my
morning?
god.
Like
You don't know you then.
we all
You're not a morning
I was
person.
gonna
You're
say,
definitely not
we
naive.
know we know that I'm not a morning person. I'm the last person that would get up in the morning at all ever since the beginning of time. So, and certainly not to troll anybody. I mean, if I'm gonna tell you what I think, I'm gonna say it right to your face, right?
Right. And as who you are. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm not gonna use a sock account or I have 3 accounts. I have Frosty,
Thanks,
Frost
guys.
After Dark, and Frosty TV because Frosty TV was Sean's. And that's it. That's all. That's who I am. That's it.
Mhm.
That's the Frosty brand. And, I don't know if I could ever disguise my voice. My voice is pretty, yeah. I mean, it's unique, right? Like, all of our voices are different. Like if you like I remember calling into Dolly one day like months ago and then so many people were like, "Oh my gosh, that's Frosty." And I'm like, "How did you know it was me?" Well, yeah, they just know my voice, right?
Right.
It's
You have a
easily
distinct voice.
I have an easily recognizable voice, kind of like Marge Simpson. Um well, that's what but Heather Ziggy has a voice modulator. That's why she's got one. I don't know who could keep up. I do have that sultry voice, thank you. I don't know
Yeah.
why, I don't know how, it just happened. Um, I hit puberty in you know, I used to be a high soprano, mezzo soprano, and then I became an alto, and I was pretty upset because I couldn't get all the high notes anymore, but it is what it is. But the good news is, you know, because my voice is so low, I can hear myself. Because my hearing impairment is tone. It's not just volume, it's tonality. So the higher pitched voices, I can't hear as well. Um, so that's
Right.
why it's harder. Um, yeah.
Well, what people might not know about you though is you actually can sing really well too. So you guys think
No,
she
I
can talk
can't.
well. Look at you here
I can
sing.
do karaoke, but
That's
I don't know if
yeah,
it's
you're
well,
good
but I
at
can do it. Did you think it was good, really?
it. Yeah. I really thought it was yeah.
Aw,
I
thank
think you have a
you.
great voice.
I think it was the funniest
Mhm.
when I sang that, that river song for Purple, and I'd never heard it. Like, I'd only heard, like, 5 minutes of it the night before, and then I went to bed because I had to be up
I was
early
impressed.
for, um
Yeah.
Hmm? That was
I was really
funny.
impressed that you did sing that and you didn't even know the song, right?
I
Like you
did
didn't even
not
know
know
the
the
beat.
song. No, but you know, you have to listen to the music. Well, but, you know, I went to church, and I would always, you know, get the Psalter hymnal out, you know, the hymn book, right? And
Mhm.
my mom would always teach me, um that if you don't know, you just listen to the music and you follow the notes, so you know whether to sing up or down. So from a very early age, because my mom played like 5 instruments, I learned instruments and I learned how to read music. So, I just listened to the music and I just followed the tone. I know I sang that song, and that's the one that got Purple's Live shut down, and that was hilarious, but I picked the wrong karaoke version, so next time I'll pick the good one.
I know every word
Um,
of that song. Like, how does anybody not know every word of that song?
it was so funny. It was so funny. I was talking to a new client the other day, and Sean happened to mention to her that, I like karaoke, and they have their own equipment, and they play guitars and everything, and then, it went from one big contract, to, "And you're coming over next Friday, and we've got the wine, and we're gonna do karaoke," and I'm just like, "Alright, sounds good," like, they're like,
Right?
"Really? You like Disney?" And I'm like, "I do sing this, I sing that, I sing that." And that's right, trophies for everyone. But, it's just a lot of fun. That was a lot of fun. That was 6 hours of singing and fun, and I'm like, "Okay, we're singing this one, we're singing that one."
We could do a little bit of karaoke tonight after.
We should. We
Yeah,
should, we
we
should, we should, we
should.
should. It's not hard. It really isn't hard.
No, and you
I could
have all
teach you
the
how.
controls
I could teach you how.
to my channel so
Do
you
I?
can set it all up or whatever. We can do that tonight.
I
That's
don't know.
I'm sure Buckeye, she'll be excited to do it too.
Yeah, that's right.
Hey, I'm just not afraid to make an ass out of myself for my friends. Like, I'm that friend, so I'll sing.
Well, that was the best part too,
Yeah, that was.
that, um, I wasn't alone because I was nervous. Oh, we were? Oh, thank you, Heather. Yeah, I
Hmm.
was so self-conscious, and I was so, like, I sing all the time, in my car. We do carpool karaoke with my kids, and, if I'm ever feeling in a great mood, then I really enjoy singing, whether people like to hear me or not, that's okay. But it's just something that I've always done, something I've always done with my mom, and, like, I grew up watching The Sound of Music. I know a lot of people don't know what that movie is, but it's about a bunch of Austrian people who, you know, were singers, and then they, immigrated to America, and they fled the Nazis, and anyways, as I am Dutch Austrian, I just, that movie resonated with me, and I always, enjoy singing. So, yeah, and music goes hand in hand with mathematics, so I'm actually really good at math because it's easy. It's like, it's a 4 beat or an 8 beat or whatever, and, my girls are really good too, so one learned the flute, and then one learned the what did the other one learn? Oh, she learned the flute, clarinet, and then the other one learned,
That is
oh,
awesome, Sarah.
and the both ukuleles, and then my daughter, because I wanted to do drums when I was in band, and they said, "Well, back in the day, they said girls don't play drums." So I didn't get to do drums. They stuck me on the clarinet. I hated the clarinet.
Oh,
But my daughter got to do drums. So she was, the main drummer for orchestra, for, junior orchestra, senior orchestra, and then she also did drumline. So, those big ass drums? Where they're walking down the street and
oh,
they're
so
dum,
Cal, I
dum,
didn't know
dum,
you could
dum,
sing.
dum, 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 dum.
Oh,
That's
those
what
are the
she
bass
does.
ones. Yeah,
Yeah.
I like
So that's
those.
what honestly, you could barely see her. Like, I'm like, "How does this little girl not tip over?" Right? Because
There's a
she
big
was
drum, I know,
because
right?
it's the hugest friggin' drum. Oh, would
Yeah,
she join karaoke night as well? Because I think we should do that, like, maybe once a
that
week.
would be fun.
It was do just karaoke night, and as long as we don't get the live shut down. Um, but you know what? They have so many
Well, if
different
it's on my
karaoke
channel,
songs
you can
on.
shut it down anytime.
Oh, I never saw
Right.
Drumline, but that's,
I did see that. I actually cried.
oh, really? I don't know what that movie's about, but that's what they were what is it called? Drumline? What was it called?
Drumline.
I'm talking to my daughter who's in the other room, bragging about oh, and she also played the snare drum, so she learned all the different like, all those little drums.
Oh, she did all of them. Yeah.
and the
I
cymbals and
played
the
saxophone.
nice. Yeah, you are a
Hmm.
blowhard, aren't you? You have to
Yes,
have
I
really big.
am.
You are. You are. I figured you'd play saxophone, hey?
I do.
That's a
I do. I
that's
took
a
it
great
in school.
instrument too.
My son,
Anyways,
I wanted him to get into it, but he rather do guitar.
well, you know what though? But at least it's an instrument. Sean plays
Yeah,
piano. I've not ever heard him, but yeah, he plays piano and
I can play a little bit of piano. Hmm.
well,
I only took that for like 2 years.
yeah, I never took piano. I took guitar. I learned ukulele when I was like 3, and then because the school had like a I don't know, a ukulele club or something like that. So I think
Oh,
my brother was
wow.
in grade 1 or something. So and my mom was helping. So she's like, okay, here's your ukulele. Start playing, right?
I would love to have one of my children just play the violin. So, Tara, I am so jealous. I love the violin. That
The
is one
violin is
instrument that,
incredibly hard.
oh, I could go to
Yeah.
sleep listening to the violin.
Yeah, that is true. My mom used to play the zither. So for all you people out there who like the zither is like a 50 string instrument, it's flat and um you use both hands and it's pling 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 pling. I have no idea. Um
I've never heard of it.
yeah, I'll have to show it to you. It's an old Austrian instrument, German or Austrian and it's a lot of strings and it's a lot of fingers and you have all your like you have 2 finger thumb picks and then I have no idea. It was but she
Hmm.
played it really well. She played it really well. She just anything she wanted to play in languages. Oh, harmonica. You know, and
I like the harmonica
I've
too.
never played the harmonica. I mean, I've blown into it, but that doesn't count, right?
Right. I couldn't do a tune on it, no, but I can blow.
That's what she said. Oh my
Yeah.
gosh. That's right. That's right. Yeah, most instruments are so much fun. Oh, and my daughter, she also learned the calypso, what are they called? The iron steel drums? She played that too.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. You know, the ones they play in
Well,
the
I
island.
totally rocked it with Guitar
She
Hero and Rock Band, so I'm a
yeah.
pro. Yeah, I'm a pro now.
And I did, you know, my daughter and I, we used to like not anymore, but I used to do Dance Dance Revolution, like with, you know, the Wii or
Yep,
whatever.
you're pro.
Just
It
love
happens.
it. I know.
Dance Dance, I actually fail at all the time. I suck
My
at it.
daughter, we started doing Dance Dance Revolution in I was going to say my first house. My daughter was like 6 years old, 6, 5, 6. And she was a rock star. She never missed a beat. Never.
That's
It did it
awesome.
she kicked everybody's butt, and the other daughter was good. My son was good, but, like, all my kids have rhythm, thank goodness. That's from me, not their dad, but, they get their brains from the dad, but they get the rhythm, you know, from me. But my little one, oh my gosh, she just and just for even for then when we got her in cheerleading, she was so crisp with all her moves, right? So
Right.
they made her into a flyer and, she was really good. Yeah. Yeah,
Well,
some
see,
things
SoCal and Heather, they're also pros now too with the drums and
nice.
the guitar.
That's right, air guitar, I love that.
We could totally rock it out.
Oh my gosh. Well, why don't we? Because it's, count of 8, there you go. Uh,
Yeah.
it's 4 o'clock Eastern, and I have somewhere that I need to go with my daughter.
Yeah, I need to get up
So,
too.
yeah, well, let's prepare for your live tonight. Hey, thanks everybody for coming. We
Thank you,
started with
guys.
Josh and that's where the "Where are you at?" And, I'm just so thankful that everybody came, and thank you for showing up, and it's so great to see you guys. Trixie, it's always an honor for me to be on panel with you, like, I can't believe honestly, I can't
Back
believe
at
I'm your
you.
friend. You know, I've always been starstruck, no pun intended, by you. Since the first day we met, I knew you were somebody special, and
Thank you, Tara.
it's always an honor and a joy to be with you. Trixie, what time are you going live tonight? And why don't you make a little poster about it so that people know? 7 o'clock Eastern, 8 o'clock Eastern, 9
I'm
o'clock
gonna try and do
Eastern.
8 o'clock. I want to get off by the time that everybody else starts to go live around 11. So I'll do around like 8 o'clock.
Okay.
I'll set it up whenever we're done
And I'll
here.
be there to sing poorly. Okay.
Oh yeah, it should be interesting.
All right.
Thanks,
All right.
Frost. Love you.
Yeah, love you too. And I'm just gonna do my little. Okay, this is my
Yep.
favorite. I'm gonna do an outro, but I'm gonna make it. Oh, there she just left. I'm gonna do my outro, and this is my next video that I'm gonna put on my Frosty channel. Okay. Take care, guys. Bye for now.